Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout London. Where last time, we did a deal to secure peace between the Syndicate and the Vagabonds. There's just, one slight complication. The deal, you see, depends on me replacing Gaunt as the leader of the Vagabonds. The issue being, not 100% sure he's just going to stand down and let me take over. However, this entire time, I've been doing everything I can to undermine Gaunt and help out his lieutenant, so I'm hoping, at bare minimum, some of the gang will be willing to back me. Still, after a quick trip to Thameshaven to sort out a minor bit of addiction, yeah, my special stats these days are looking very, very good indeed, so if there's any way to resolve this without having to murder Gaunt, I suspect I should be able to do it, so, okay. For some reason, he's standing out front, surrounded by corpses, a tiny bit ominous. Also, there's a radstorm going on, so, okay, can we maybe do this in a couple of hours, when we're not both taking rad damage all the time? I mean, I appreciate, a radstorm would be a very dramatic setting for, you know, a final showdown. But on the other hand, this is much more pleasant. Spot on. Right, Gaunt, let's me and you have a nice chat.
What's going on? Is Black dead? And where the bleed neck is Nelson? We're gearing up for an all-out war here, and I haven't heard shit from either of you.
Okay, so about that war, and Nelson, and Black, yeah, a fair bit's changed actually, sorry about that. So, did it kill Black? The war's not happening. Jess, I'm here to negotiate a ceasefire. I think I shouldn't just, you know, phrase it as, the war's not happening, I'm calling it off, because, I do not want to be antagonizing Gaunt here. We want to keep things nice and calm.
A ceasefire? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you have any idea how much time and resources we've invested in this? And you just want to call it a day? What kind of weak-kneed, spineless, gutless, chicken shit move is that? You're done, you hear me? You're done.
Gaunt, let's hear her out.
What?
We don't know Black's terms. If they're preferable to war, then they're worth considering, ain't they?
I cannot believe I'm hearing this. Fine. Winston and Johnny are in the lounge. I want this bollocks dealt with quickly. It isn't the fucking time for placard-wielding conscientious fucking objectors.
And okay, Anthony decided to back me there. I'm guessing he wouldn't have done if I'd been helping him out this entire time. So now just a one last showdown inside, and the person I'm concerned about is Winston. Because I did stand in his way when he wanted to talk to that guy. The other two, Anthony and Johnny, they should be fine with me. I've done everything they want.
Right. Thomas Black's clearly a sitting duck without his lieutenants, because he's running scared. So, he sent our tentative friend here to discuss terms of a ceasefire. Why we would want to give up when victory is in sight is clearly fucking lost on me, but we'll get to that later. First port of call, where the fuck is Nelson?
So okay, I could lie. Ideally I don't want to. The problem being, yeah, if I do tell you what's really happening, that Nelson's been working with the Syndicate to end the war, then you're going to make the connection between traitors and trying to end the war. And now all of a sudden, I'm trying to end the war, so that might not necessarily go well. If I'm super cagey, yeah, that might, you know, cause him to be suspicious of me too. This isn't a good start, but I'm going to kick off by saying I simply don't know.
You're the last person who spoke with him, and best you can give me is, I don't know. I've been in this game long enough to know that's a lie. It's a good thing we both speak the language of criminals, Wayfarer. What you said means one of two things. Either you've killed him and you're afraid of retribution, or he's done something that means you should have killed him, but you didn't. After this ceasefire tripe, I'm gonna find out exactly what happened. And whatever it is, you're in deep shit, you traitorous bastard. Go on then. Black's terms. What happens to Bromley?
Okay, It's yours. You just get to keep it, you get to rule it, you get to focus on bigger issues than just constantly fighting the Syndicate. Meanwhile, yeah, speaking of them, they get everything that they already hold. Millwall, Tower Hamlets, no trouble whatsoever.
And you believed him? There's no way he said that with a straight face. What a load of crap. He'd betray us as soon as we even look like we're about to turn our backs. These Syndicate scumbags have had it coming for far too long, and it's time for them to pay the price. They think they can just tap out whenever they feel like it. They think this is some sort of fucking cordial gangbang. Let's get out there and show the Syndicate what we're made of. It's time to put an end to this war, once and for all. Speak up now or forever hold your peace.
A ceasefire now is better than a war. The Syndicate may have lost their lieutenants, but they still have greater numbers and firepower. Even if things kick off again, would it be so bad to let Black get complacent? We'd have more time to build our strength.
We'd be seen as weak if we agreed to a ceasefire, killing any and all momentum. The Vagabonds would wither away into obscurity. There'd be no strength to build.
Gaunt's right. These bastards have it coming. A ceasefire would feel like surrender. Even with their numbers, we have an edge. We've got supply lines reaching deep into Millwall. We've got people in their own territory. We're ready for this. I can't say the same for Syndicate.
Exactly.
I can't say for certain, though. I'm willing to let the Wayfarer make their case.
Well, there we have it.
I got something to say.
Go for it, Johnny.
You know me, Gaunt. I hate the dogs more than anyone, and I always will.
We're well aware, Johnny.
But I was thinking, maybe we could keep on hating them, and just don't kill them. If it means they won't kill us, then why not? Let's keep on hating them, but in a peaceful way. They can keep on hating us if they want to. Doesn't matter to me. Let's hate, not war.
You know what? He might actually be onto something there.
Oh, shut up, both of you. The Syndicate don't want peace. That's a fantasy. You've kept it to yourself long enough. What's the catch? What are Black's full terms?
Okay, so here's the problem. You've got to flipping go, because clearly you would never hold to the terms of the ceasefire. So, yeah, let's keep this as detailed as we can. You're stepping down, I'm taking your place.
And there we have it. You must be joking. I'm not going anywhere. The Gaunts were running this town when you were wetting the bed. I know exactly how to get this job done, and I'm not about to let some wet behind the ears upstart come in and take my place. Why the hell would anyone follow you? Without me, the Vagabonds would be directionless.
I am literally just trying to restore the Vagabonds to how they used to be under your dad. Because we heard he was all about building up the local area, forming an actual flipping society. So, okay. My options, however, are... The Vagabonds were driven to near extinction under your leadership, and that's true. Before I showed up, you were in a lot of flipping trouble. Alternatively, yeah, I'm just a better suited to leading. Finally, better to be directionless than a flock chasing a shepherd off a cliff. Okay, that's a nasty way of putting it, but it's not entirely untrue.
Do you honestly think you have what it takes? You'd be a bloody nobody around here without me. Still floating around in your own piss. Everything you've done for us has been on my orders. You're a follower, not a leader. You need respect to be a leader. What have you done worth respecting?
Well, one, I've repeatedly ignored your orders to do what your lieutenant said and come away with a much better reward as a result, so... Alright, the train station, Syndicate warehouse, the business with the mud chute. What's the mud chute? Wait, was that the place where we did the assassination of the guy or whatnot? So, I'm gonna say, yeah. The Syndicate warehouse was probably the best option there, because you got what you wanted, the warehouse was blown up, but we also got a whole bunch of guns out of it.
That's true, boss. They put that warehouse out of action and looted the place.
Fine. Maybe you're not completely useless. So what?
And okay, we could bring up the other things too. So, the train situation, that was pretty badass.
To be fair, that supply train put a lot of food on people's tables. It was much appreciated.
Bollocks. Forget the train. It's hardly of great importance, is it?
And yeah, the mud chute I think was the location where I just killed that guy. Not my greatest achievement, but apparently we're going to be bringing it up anyway.
Yeah, that boat's a wreck thanks to the Wayfarer. And all those civilians got freed.
Fuck me. Fine. Does no one see the bigger picture?
Oh, never mind. The mud chute was apparently the boat. I forgot that was the name of the boat, but yes, that prison break was pretty badass. You're not wrong. So okay, I feel like I've made my case there. I did some very, very good missions for you guys, and I did them in the way your lieutenants requested. So I'm hoping they're now gonna turn on Gaunt. Like, this is what I've been working towards this entire time.
What a load of bollocks. I've given everything to this gang, and you think you can waltz in here like Prince Siegfried and start running things? Come on, lads. Are you really going to take their side over mine? Black's gotta go. Or this has all been for nothing.
Just because we've spent ages doing something, don't mean it's a good idea to keep doing it. What do you call that, Winston?
Sunk cost fallacy.
Do you really believe Black will honour the ceasefire? Why should he?
So he doesn't have to keep looking over his shoulder all the time. We're persistent bastards, but no one's more persistent than you.
You can't do this to me. We're family.
It's for the best, Seb. Let's give peace a chance. Keep on hating them, just like Johnny said.
We'd be in good hands.
And it's not like you'd have to leave us. We'd make sure you were taken care of.
You too, Winston. I can't believe I'm fucking hearing this. You're a disgrace, the lot of you. The cowardice is unbelievable. I'd be ashamed to even call myself your leader. It's like you're all trying to outdo each other to see who can be the most gutless. But you needn't bother. The Wayfarer takes the grand prize. It all makes sense now. You've been working for Black all along, ain't you? Right from the start. You're going to pay for your treachery, and pay dearly.
Leave off it, Gaunt. We found him in a test tube, for Christ's sake.
Stay out of this, all of you. This is between me and her.
Okay. So it would appear that, yes, Gaunt has slightly lost it. He's gone a bit paranoid, even though, as Winston points out, I can't possibly have been working for Black this entire time, because you found me floating in a test tube. That's when you first saw me, so... okay. The only problem we've got here is, the only skill check, which is generally the best way to go, is intelligence. So, okay. I need another 4 points of intelligence. That I may, however, be able to do. Because, hang on. Thanks to my older friend Merlin, I could get, 1 point of intelligence with his hat. Another with his uniform. That should be up to 6. Then 1 dose of clarity should get me to 8, right? And there we go. Intelligence 8. So, alright. We don't need to beat up Gaunt, because we could just outsmart him. Why risk getting killed? You can still have your revenge. Try to kill him on your own, just don't drag the rest of us down too.
You know what? That might be the only sensible thing you've ever said. I'll do it my way then. And if I die, tough luck. If I succeed, I hope you useless sacks of shit remember this day.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to that.
Why the hell did he do that?
Pride.
Some of the others won't be happy with Gaunt gone.
It might take time, but they'll accept the Wayfarer. Peace is alien to most of us, but I have a feeling we might like it.
Here's to our new leader.
To our new leader.
I like how their starting point is, don't worry, the rest of the gang will get used to me. I suspect if we're now done with the Vagabond, I'm about to wander off forever and go and take care of angel business or whatnot, and they will never see me again. So, just in case that's what's about to happen, Anthony, you were the first to back me, so you get to be my deputy and functionally take over the gang right now. Yes, indeed. To hate, not to war. Good slogan, Johnny.
Date,
not
not
war.
war.
We'll take care of things here. Use Nelson's radio. Tell Black we accept his terms.
Make sure he keeps his word.
Good luck out there, boss.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, your radio was upstairs, my friend, to check in with him, but... okay. This is presumably about as peaceful as the resolution can be, given Black's not dead, the Syndicate haven't been wiped out, neither of the Vagabonds, and even Gaunt's not dead, he's just wandered off. Presumably to go and die in some glorious last attack or something. So, who knows, maybe we'll stumble across his corpse, surrounded by the Syndicate at some point or another. And good news, Mr. Black, I'm the leader of the Vagabonds, and they accept the terms of the ceasefire. Assuming, of course, you do the same.
That's good to hear. I've decided I'm ready to be rid of this war, far too destructive and far too expensive. We'll honor this ceasefire to the letter. If you truly are the amicable successor Nelson makes you out to be, I know you will too. The future's bright, Wayfarer. I wish you luck.
I'm gonna wait a while before I return to the Swan and Mitre. Let things cool down. If I'm welcome back, that is.
And okay, I didn't actually toss Nelson under the bus and say where he was this entire time, but it is possible the others will figure it out. You know what? That's for them to sort out by themselves. You're welcome back, but you know, I can't really guarantee your safety. It's up to you to figure that out.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I'll give him work in the meantime. I owe it to him on account of his missing eyes.
Goodbye, Wayfarer.
And better as a result, I'm now a peacemaker. So okay, every single speech challenge now yields double XP. Lovely. Still, with that done, we can turn our attention back to angel business. Travelling to the Land's End Inn in Peckham to pick up a package from Smythe, though, okay. I have seen in the comments some people did let me know, apparently, somewhere in this bit of London, nearby to the Peckham Inn, there's something quite significant I did stumble across the last time I was passing this place by, which I believe was, yes, when I was on my way to the Deptford bus garage as part of a small mission given to me in Camden. Because yes, someone did let me know, there's apparently an entire bloody faction somewhere around here. Not one anywhere near as big as like the Vagabond say, but still something interesting enough to bother saying a hello to while I pass by, so, okay. I'm going to start here at the Dusty Terrace, and then just use my compass to see if I can spot anything that looks of interest. So okay, here we go down on the ground, and it's true, there are a few things around here I don't appear to have explored the last time I was passing by. Issue being, this whole area is a bit difficult to navigate, because there are so many bloody gigantic barricades dotted along it. Still, keep on keeping on, and yeah, eyes open, in case there's anything indicating, you know, some interesting folks. Just to keep that scanning, presumably, yes, not a bloodbug hatchling. I'm looking for someone who's nice and chill, ideally in possession of a name. Not just a beefeater, that's definitely not what we're after. Oh, and this looks interesting. I think I remember just walking straight past this before, but I couldn't quite figure out why these guys were here, because, yeah, there's a Tommy camp just out in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, we've got named people here. None of them want to speak to me, which implies there'll probably be something else of a note nearby involving these chappies. So, okay, having a poke around, there's, yeah, a graveyard in this direction by the looks of it, together with, okay, chill gatherers. Normally gatherers are not chill, but for some reason these guys seem perfectly happy with me being here. Oh, and speak of the devil, just round the corner, right, the dump. Which doesn't sound very exciting, and also mysteriously isn't a map marker. So, right, that'd be why I just walked straight past this place earlier. But apparently, this is somewhere worth visiting. And apparently inside the dump is the den, which is distinct from the dump in some capacity. So, okay. We appear to be... oh. Right, there's more gatherers here. Most of them are chill. Some of them aren't. We actually go to be chill. I'm happy to... no, don't. Never mind, these gatherers aren't chill. That one is, some of them not so much. Right, well you guys need to be gunned down, but that's fine. You don't have names, so you don't count. I really hope none of these guys are the people I'm supposed to be speaking to, by the way. Because if so, I'm just gunning them down. But really, they started it. So I do not feel bad about that, though. Okay, that guy's cowering. Never mind, he stopped cowering to hit me with a pipe. So now I once again do not feel bad. I mean, I'm assuming I've stumbled across, yeah, Gatherer Central here. We just see these guys going around in junkyards and gathering things all the time. Maybe this is where it ultimately ends up. In this giant junkyard.
Don't move. Oh, we will shoot you. C'était implicite. Ne me coupe pas. We need your uniform. We'd prefer if it didn't have bullet holes in it. Eugène, c'était all uniform. How am I supposed to know? Maybe they take off the uniforms when they're on duty. What? That makes no sense. Tais-toi, connard.
Okay, so, I think I found what I was looking for, presumably, and basically, well, one, Jack's just chilling out over there, not paying any attention to the fact I'm being held at gunpoint. Good job, Jack. Two, there's some sort of violence involving a robot somewhere. No one cares about that either. And three, it would appear the comment section has lured me into an ambush where I'm now being held up by the French. Which is deeply upsetting to me as a British person, and I don't appreciate this comment section, so, right, what the cock's going on here? Why are there French ghouls inside what appears to be a football stadium?
Mais c'est qui cette espèce de cochon sans politesse? J'ai envie de le tuer tout de suite! We are discussing interrogation strategy. This doesn't concern you.
Okay, so, I'm pretty sure it does concern me actually, but I'd do anything for money on condition you just get to the point. That's right, I am perfectly willing to work for you guys, even if you are French.
Agréablement conseil. Listen here, you. I'm giving you a chance to impress me. No many get this chance. So, don't waste it. There is another Tommy outpost close to here. Someone very important to us is imprisoned by those idiots. If they knew who she was, she'd be dead already. This must not happen. I don't care how you do it, but you must break her out. Do not fail, because if you fuck this up, I will kill you and everyone you hold dear. Understood?
Okay, I have some follow-up questions, like, how are you planning to kill me and everyone I hold dear if I just leave right now and don't come back, given you don't know who I am, and you don't know who my loved ones are? Like, you might put a reasonable guess in about Jack, and Jack's a star, but he'll be going with me, so, I feel like you're not very good at this, random French ghouls. Anyway, I'm gonna see if, yes, he's willing to answer any questions at all.
Make it quick.
Okay, he is as well, so, that is a good question. Who am I trying to break out precisely?
You don't need to worry yourself with such things.
Well, how am I supposed to break her out if I don't know who I'm breaking out? So, okay, this is the last time I'm doing work for the French. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I thought this guy was just called Norman, then I noticed several of them are called Norman. I think these guys are just the Normans, as in people from Normandy. So, okay, I found the Normans. Though seriously, I can see why, it's very easy to miss these guys. They're hidden inside a stadium that's inside a dump that's not even marked on the compass, so, okay, you guys really didn't want to be found. Also, apparently, rescuing Ségolène. No one said that name to me, I don't know how I know that.
This organization that I'm leading is Les Chouans.
Oh, though bare minimum, back with this guy, he's now feeling a bit more chatty. So, they're not the Normans, they're Les Chouans. Wish Claire was here right now, she'd be able to tell me what that means. But fine, you tell me your translation.
The Chouan is my life's work, my legacy, and gift to the world. It means the future.
Okay, do you mean like, literally it means the future? Or it means something else, but it represents the future, so, okay, we're just gonna have to dig into this a bit more with you. Because I'd like to know what I'm getting into before I start shooting up a Tommy outpost.
We were a political group. We wanted to push the government in France to stop being so servile. From the nation to take its rightful place at the top table. The stagnation was visible on the streets and getting worse every day. The idea this decade could be fixed with protest marches and signs was a joke. Of course, at start we had nothing, but a little luck came our way from the British embassy. We only met once in person, but I will never forget his face. He called himself Billy Wickham. He was so accommodating to our request. Guns, ammo, intelligence, whatever we wanted. We just send a request and he'd be waiting for us in Brittany, at Fort Killern.
Okay. So you guys were, yes, basically wanting to start trouble, overthrow the French government, set yourselves up, etc., etc., and Britain decided to back you. Because yes, in the Fallout universe, they were a bit vague on what happened in the Resource Wars. Basically, everyone just went a bit bananas and turned on each other. So right, you're a group of, like, soldiers who are being backed by the British to take down the French. So what are you doing here in London?
While our operation gained us many followers, there is a danger in conducting yourself this way, you know? The French government started to take us more seriously.
So okay, the operation was going well, then stuff started getting a bit hot over in Brittany or whatnot.
I'd been pleading for help from the British for months, but no word from our friend Billy. There were very dark times for us. But then I received a telegram. It was Billy. You can only imagine my joy. The telegram informed us of a new delivery at the usual place, Fort Killern. A huge weapon cache, the biggest we'd ever been sent. Guns, heavy weapons, even light armor. On top was a note. Civis pacem para bellum.
Alright, if you want peace, prepare for war.
You see, our little meeting place, Fort Killern, is on a peninsula, Roscanvel, which overlooks Brest Bay. Brest Bay is the entrance to l'Arsenal de Brest, where the French Atlantic Navy was in port. The message was very simple. We were to attack the port with support from the British. After all, who controls the channel controls the world.
Maybe a slightly optimistic view of the channel's significance internationally, but sure, why not?
We attacked the Brest Arsenal on assurance that the British Navy will support us. Well, as you can see, that did not happen. We lost many men that day. Ségolène took a small fire team and managed to take a ship. We took all we could and scrambled out. The ship barely managed to make it to the coast. We landed on the coast near a town, Pevensey. Le Chouan had never seen such dark times. All the unit and love we had for each other was gone. The only thing that bound our group was their hate for me. Truth be told, I consider ending my life. Without the Chouan, I was nothing. Then, something wonderful happened.
Was it the apocalypse by any chance?
It hit. The divine light. The world as it was ceased to be. You see, those that went alone were destroyed. But if we stick together, nobody could take us. Those that didn't melt with the disease had no chance against us. We were trained and equipped. We took what we wanted. While we had success on the coast, hard times sharpened the human spirit. Soon, the lamb were gone, and all we left were wolves, fighting for scraps.
So okay, you're experienced and well-equipped French soldiers, hence why you did pretty well for yourselves. The question is, what's next precisely? That he's not willing to answer. Though one assumes from, yes, the quest icon there, they want to go home. So alright, we might be helping these guys get to a boat or whatnot. So, back outside, back to this suspicious Tommy camp and whatnot. Step 1, yeah. Figure out precisely where this flipping prisoner is, because I'm not seeing any cells or anything, though. There we go. That will be our target. So, step 1, find Mr. Williams. Was that you? There you go, Mr. Williams. Now you might be feeling a bit more chatty.
If you've got something to say, make it quick. The enemy is poised to strike at any moment.
Just out of interest, which enemy are you talking about? Like, why are you guys out here?
I ask myself that every day.
And okay, he doesn't seem to know either. Just generic enemies, I suppose. So, let's have a chat about that prisoner I just saw.
If you must. But I'm telling you now, all I know is that she's French and grumpy.
Alright, so we could do some bribing, some intimidating, and oh, the intimidating is specifically a very cocky big bluff about how the building's surrounded. We're not in a building. This is a very bad bluff. This story doesn't stand up to even the slightest examination. Look, let's start off nice and simple. Would you be willing to maybe just release her, though? Before we get to that, actually, why is she in prison at all?
We caught her trying to break into the store. Silly cow didn't know it's obviously been empty for months. She's lucky we didn't shoot her.
Okay, she was stealing supplies, so would you be willing to just let her go if I pass a special check or something?
I'm not keeping her here for fun. My hands are tied until HQ decides what they want to do with her. If you want to go yourself, you're looking for Corporal Robinson.
So okay, we could potentially go to the Imperial War Museum, try to arrange her release that way. Just out of interest, given I'm sitting on 7,000 tickets and nothing to buy with them, could I just buy you, Mr. Williams?
Tickets won't help you this far from Westminster, mate. Tell you what, here's a deal for you. I'll let it go if you get us some ammo. Some of these, some of those, and throw in a couple of power cells.
Okay, I've probably got those on me right now, so sure, whatever it was you just said you wanted, you can have them.
Lovely jubbly. Thanks for saving our bacon. Here's the key. She's all yours. Careful what you wish for.
Okay, so I've got the jail key. What did I just hand over? Not sure what I've just handed over, but hopefully like not too much ammo that I need or anything. Anyway, hello there. Lovely to meet you. How are you doing, Ségolène?
Wait. You're not from the unit? Who are you?
Okay, so my name's Aria and... wait, who did send me? I'm pretty sure it was Eugene I was speaking to. Oh, hang on. Was that the other guy? Presumably so. So I'm not going to say, like, who sent me, in case I'm, like, picking a side inside this faction or something. I'm Lady Aria. I'm here to get you back to the Normans. Or possibly the Chouan. I'm not 100% sure who I'm working for right now.
Oh, comme j'ai de la chance, moi. Ce connard copule m'envoie cet abruti. Ce serait un miracle si je sors vivant de ce merdier. Oh, leads away.
Alright, he's not wrong. She is indeed very French. Do enjoy, by the way, how you could just take ammo back out of their footlockers. So, I'm giving them some ammo and taking some straight back. I'm gonna call that a fair trade. Anyway, just lead her straight back into the dump. The doorway here's how we get into the stadium, so... seriously, you guys were hiding yourselves away very effectively.
Ah, you have returned. A competent Englishwoman. We have not seen many of those, have we, Jean? No? The only English you can trust are full of lead. Well said. But a joke, I assure you. Ségo, t'as été capturé? T'es une incompétente alors? Comment je puis toujours te faire confiance, hein? Pas maintenant, Eugène.
Nice to see you too. Who is this? Do we trust them?
I'm not sure yet. Enough, l'enfant terrible. We are being rude to our francophile. Yes?
Okay, you're being very rude actually, and I'm suppressing a lot of natural British urges to just shoot all of you right now, so... okay. I would like to be paid, that's fine. Tell me what you need done, because I'm guessing you want a boat.
Enough of this talk, meaningless talk. Yes, we can get your scraps, money. Or maybe you want to be involved in something great. Historical, no?
I mean, potentially yes, but if it involves helping the French, that is a very difficult dilemma for me, so, go on then, why not? I'll play along for now.
Let me be candid. The situation we currently occupy cannot be maintained. Pride will not tolerate it, and destiny demands we take our rightful place. Not too far from here, there is a Tommy outpost inside a docked pre-war gunboat. It has not moved since the bomb fell on this awful town. However, Ségolène has inspected the boat and believes it can be made seaworthy. It is imperative we take the boat. Our plan is simple. We take a Tommy's officer uniform. You make your way onto the ship and open a hatch where we'll be waiting. Charm your way onto the ship and then open the back door. All very simple, yes?
Alright, and you need me to do this because I'm the only one that doesn't have the comedy French accent. Gotcha!
One more thing. Since we are many, we will need the cover of darkness. So we will be in position during the night. If you go during the day, you will be on your own. However, if this gets, how do you say, a little hairy, we'll come in gun blazing. All for one and one for all.
Alright, I appreciate all of this ludicrous French accent nonsense. This is great. So, okay. Technically, all the preparations are optional. I could just go straight there. But no. Let's do this properly. So, the boat's over here on the Isle of Dogs. The uniform, however, that's entirely optional. So, yeah, there's no quest marker for that. Just need to figure it out for myself. And, I mean, there's no bloody shortage of Tommies. I just need to find one who's a bit, say, isolated. Then just a quick stab and we've got ourselves a uniform. Though, speaking of which, I mean, there was a Tommy camp that was pretty small and pretty isolated just outside the dump here. Right, step one, locate someone who's a bit isolated from all the others. So, okay. A couple of people on the watchtowers. I think I saw, yeah, some people down here as well. Potentially, better option might be wait till dark. Presumably, some of these guys will go to bed, then they'll be easier to pick off right here in the barracks. Though I am currently hidden. So okay, if I just like stab you now, does anyone realise that's a problem? And okay, no one appears to have jumped on me just yet, so help myself to a beautiful Tommy uniform. And now we just leave before they start asking questions about that corpse. So, pop that on straight away so I don't forget about it in a second, though, by the looks of it, right, that's Under Armour. Brilliant. Step the next, let's go locate this boat. And it turns out it's right next to my dear old friend Valentina. I am, by the way, utterly delighted that because this is Under Armour, this is me in disguise. Right here, with my spiky shoulder pads. And sinister mask. And also, the crown. So, apparently they're not going to suspect a thing. Beautiful. So right, step outside. Let's see what we're looking at here. And, okay. This will presumably be the boat in question. Just, hang on, is this a boat or is this? This doesn't look like a boat. Like, I'm not a boat expert or anything. But this definitely looks more like a building than a boat. Maybe the boat's the other side of it. Hang on. Let's ID the boat before we actually, you know, start going in, talking to people, etc., etc. Because hopefully... I mean, there is a boat there. It's not a very big boat. When you say gunboat, I was thinking, like, you know, something big, covered in missiles and whatever. But maybe that's not what a gunboat is. I'm not good at, like, you know, military bits and pieces. So, okay, just... go inside and be very convincing when I say, hey, I'm here from headquarters. I just need to take the boat for a walk.
Sorry, sir. This is a restricted area.
And okay, with Charisma 5, I could just talk my way through. Beautiful.
Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to be rude. I'm just following orders. Sarge said he'd seen all sorts hanging around.
I mean, he's not wrong. The bloody French are sniffing about here, so... okay, just crack open the latches. Open the door. Presumably this is the boat. There was mention of, like, a trap door. Hang on. There's a fuse box here. Just to crack you open as well. Need to, like... I don't know. Power up the boat or something. This wasn't covered in the briefing. Right. Fuse box has been activated. We're just... oh! Extending a bridge. I swear someone said trap door, not bridge, but... okay. Someone appears to be on their way. That'll be the French, dear flipping dear. So... okay, maybe close the door so they don't see the French. Hello there. Lovely to see you guys. Next up, steal the boat. I was kind of hoping you guys would do that. Like, I'm not going with you. Like, enjoy France and whatnot. I've got plenty to get on with right here in London. So, okay. Lever, right here. Give that a pull and... okay, hopefully we're not currently loading France. Because as I say, I don't want to go to France. Got plenty to get on with right here. Oh, hang on. We've appeared somewhere. And now it's radioactive, so right, we're somewhere near the Millennium Dome. There we go, just round the corner from, all that business we were taking care of with the Syndicate, next to the Amazon warehouse. So, okay, I remember this building. This is where we got the instigating shotgun, I think. Right, pop a quick Radix, just for safety. Now, what precisely are we doing here, guys? Also, I don't appreciate you picking this as, like, the spot you're going to, like, stash the boat or something, because you guys are ghouls. I know you don't mind the rads. I do. I'm a squishy human, so... okay, why have we stopped here? Why aren't you just naffing off to France right now?
Nothing gives me more satisfaction than a perfectly executed plan. Tu vois comment ça s'est fait? This ship is ours, and so is our destiny. But we must have the courage to take it. Are you ready to join us?
Well, I've already taken the boat, so... yes, would you mind fleshing that out a bit more?
You English. Always so skeptical. It's the source of your misery. You should have faith. The plan's success is guaranteed. With our naval superiority, we will strike the central government directly from the Thames.
In this rust bucket? Eugene, are you mad?
Eugene, when was this decided? Who was asking you? There has been a new direction since you decided to get captured. No longer shall we stalk London streets like rats. Develop with who exactly? Why do we know nothing? Oui. The conspiracy becomes so clear. You see what happens? Conspiracy? I'm your second in command, and I know nothing of a new direction. And now you do, because the time is right. We take our ship and strike at the heart of the vile corruption that defiles our existence. Westminster Palace!
Okay, so... I mean, I was maybe about to take that building over when I, like, take over Angel, but... sure, why not? Absolutely. Let's just, like, blow up Westminster Palace with one boat or something. Absolutely. Though, okay, before we get into that, how precisely are you going to do this? Because that was a very small boat.
I admire your strength of character, but you have no ambition.
Eugene, have you been drinking diesel? What is wrong with you? This plan is insane.
Complete madness. What are you thinking? We got lucky with the Tommies because they have bigger problem than us. Well, let's hear it then. What's your great suggestion?
We go home, Eugene. We get out of this forsaken land and we go home.
Home? What home? France? You must have forgotten our history. Yes, it is true that they have forsaken us. But what were we at home? England made us what we are. The Normans. Look at us, Eugene. We are already dead. The afterlife rejects us. So we follow your plan, and it gets us nothing but pain and misery. There is nothing for us here. Come with us. We can return and start again. What of you? What do you think?
I mean, I'm kind of on board with just blowing up Westminster if that's an option.
They'll kill us all.
We will go. But know this, Eugène. Once we stepped out of this room, we are enemies. Il vaut mieux être seul que mal accompagné. But what am I saying? I'm certainly not alone or in bad company. Because I have you. You must travel to the Millennium Dome. Once there, you are to find Samara. You must warn you. They are a rotten bastard. But in this matter, we have no choice. For they are the only person in London I am aware of that holds the munition we require for this soon-to-be fine vessel. All clear?
Okay, so most of them have just like walked away, and presumably he's keeping the boat, so I'm not sure how they're planning to get back to France or whatnot. Maybe they're going to steal a different, better boat. There's a few of them floating around and whatnot. So, okay, sure, let's blow up Westminster. Unfortunately, I've already been to the Millennium Dome, so, right, nip back there, grab the munitions, let's see what the flip's about to happen. So, here we go, not outside of the bigger marketplace, but instead, right here in the lobby. So, okay, my friend, let's see what you've got to say.
We don't take credit, so don't waste my time.
And apparently what we're after is some heavy caliber rounds or whatnot.
You've come to the right place. Serious bit of kit, that. Not cheap, mind. Hope you're good for it.
And alright, as I was saying earlier, $7 and nothing to bloody do with it, so I think that should be fine, Samara.
I certainly hope so. I've got 50 cartridges, but they ain't cheap. You take them all, half price. Sound like a deal?
And alright, what are we talking here? $2, that's cooking nothing!
Nice one. I'll tell my man Monty to send the goods to where you need them. Pleasure doing business with you, mate.
Given I was warned about Samara, I strongly suspect I was just ripped off a bit there. Right, so back to my friend here, and yes indeed, having previously blown up the Millennium Eye, let's see if we can now blow up Westminster Palace.
Ah, the woman of the hour. Good to see you. Preparations are underway. After some minor repairs, our mission will begin, and we shall follow in King William's footsteps to drag this country into greatness. But this is our project. We will never forget you, my friend. Please, accept this as a parting gift.
And okay. Apparently I'm not willing to, like, you know, help blow up the Palace of Westminster. Well, that's a shame. Why on earth are you telling me to go? I'd be willing to help.
But of course, look at us and look at you. We are French. You have been cursed as a product of this awful place. Destiny brought you to us to help us in our irresistible cause. But we cannot change our nature. When we destroy the British state, we'll be our subject, not our equal.
Okay. Not 100% keen on this here, Eugene. And Jess, you 100% sure you can, like, you know, conquer Britain with one boat?
Of course. Once we crush their oppressors, they will kiss our feet and recognize our superiority as you have. They will not have a choice.
I'm very tempted to kill this guy right now. But there is a possibility, in future, he might put on a very nice fireworks display in the Thames. And that's the one thing keeping you alive, my friend. The possibility that maybe, just maybe, you will actually blow something up.
Now go. We have a lot of work to do, and cannot be distracted.
Okay. But bare minimum, I've just picked up St. Catherine's swords. Which is, you know, pretty fancy looking. But also not very good. Like, at all. And there we go, the mission is apparently complete. please block the Palace of Westminster, by the way. Ideally when I'm nearby. That's the one thing that's stopping me from shooting you right now. Still, I would say having armed the French, how about we call it a putt there? But next time... Right, we're getting us straight back to our angel business, which should be just around the corner from where we just were. Because right there in Peckham, that's where we begin the final stage of Angel's plan, and, as I understand it, we are now getting very, very close to the end of Fallout London here, so, okay, next episode might well be the beginning of the flipping end. So hopefully you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Fallout London. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.